Hello to all you beautiful beings tuning into today's message. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer, and what I have for you is today's guidance messages. So, what it is that we need to be aware of and focusing on for our day, and the best guidance based on that message. And before I dive into the cards, I just want to talk about the energy a little bit today. I am feeling a little bit of a shift from yesterday. Yesterday, there was some heaviness. There has been a lot of intense energies, not only coming at the earth, but there's just been a lot going on in regards to, the planets, the stars, the alignments. We have some conjunctions coming up. We have a new moon coming up. Yes, we just had a full moon. And so there's just a lot of energies that are influencing us. And I'm hearing a lot about this solar flare that's to be expected as well. And a lot of people talking about some technology interferences in that regard. And I myself actually have been noticing some things. My computer has been very, very oddly slow in the last few days, just out of nowhere, and it's a brand new device. So you might be noticing some things that are just a little bit off, not only in regards to yourself, but technology as well. Yesterday, I noticed my kitchen light as I was cooking dinner was flickering quite a bit, or like changing its brightness. One minute it was really bright, the next it was a little more dim, and I'm not used to seeing that. I'm used to seeing lights flicker different places that I go, but not for my kitchen light. So you might be noticing just some electronics, some devices around you are not acting the way that you're used to seeing them. And then we're going to get started with the tarot for what it is that we need to be aware of. But I also wanted to point out with today's stone, we have the peacock ore, okay? So nice, vibrant stone, really reminding me of yesterday's stone. And I really butchered the name of that stone yesterday. It's the silicone carbide. Okay, so it's that stone. You can look that up because I feel like the stones hold messages as well for people. But yes, I butchered that name yesterday. So forgive me if you couldn't find that stone you were looking for it. It's silicone carbide. Okay. Yesterday I was really drawn to the amount of purple that was on that stone. But today, as I was cleansing, I was really, really drawn to the blue hues on the peacock ore today. So you might be feeling drawn to the color blue today. There are also two chakras that speak to, that have the color blue to them. So you might look into those chakras and finding out, making sure that you're in alignment as well. Usually when I'm drawn to color, it does have a lot to do with the chakra system. So, and I'm also feeling water energy as well. I myself today, coincidentally, which there are no coincidences, right? Going for a hike, and one of my first destinations, one of the first points that I hope to get to in my morning is actually a waterfall. So you might also be drawn to water today, okay? And if you are feeling that pull, follow it. Trust in your intuition, trust in that guidance, because, Mother Gaia is incredibly healing for us, particularly water, okay? Water is very, very powerful, very strong resource in regards to healing and cleansing, washing away. So let's find out what it is that the message for today in regards to what we need to be aware of. And focusing on this card is already getting my attention. Oh, goodness. We have the Three of Cups. And I want to mention, as I was shuffling, I always shuffle off camera before and after every reading because sometimes the messages come through really quickly. I saw the Eight of Swords upright, the Temperance in reverse, and the Hangman upright. So a lot of working through some stuff, okay, which might be why you're feeling guided to be near water today, because it's going to help to cleanse you, to wash away. But what I was seeing from the Eight of Swords, the Temperance, and the Hanged Man was just a lot that you're releasing at this time. This with the Temperance in reverse, feeling this deep inner healing, and the Hanged Man also in regards to getting a new perspective. So in regards to finding this healing, it might even be in getting this new perspective that you find the key to unlock that door, is what I feel the need to say. Right now I have the Three of Cups coming out upright. It was just the way it was sticking up in the deck that got my attention. So there is talk about celebration, friendships, creativity, and collaborations. So this is really making me think about yesterday's reading, because yesterday we did talk about there was going to be a celebration. It was like you went on a path. You were on your path, but you chose to take a scenic route, a longer scenic route, and there were some things that you needed to learn along the way, and it was almost like you were kind of feeling caught in this labyrinth, like you couldn't get out of this place that you were in, because there was things you needed to learn along the way before you can find your way back to the connecting path of the one that you intended to go down, sort of speak. And there was, you know, the angel number 2 coming through talking about achievement. And there were some cards that were making me feel that you were really going to achieve the lessons that needed to be learned along that path, along that scenic route that you took, that detour, if you will. And there was, again, that sense of achievement, celebration. And now we have the Three of Cups coming through. And I really strongly feel that my readings are a day-to-day continuation. So although my readings are timeless, if you do follow me day to day, you will notice that it's like every day my messages are a continuation of the day before. So I am feeling that, you know, there is a sense of accomplishment with this Three of Cups here. And, you know, also I'm feeling a guidance for some of you to, you know, the Hanged Man did come through as I was shuffling off camera. And so a lot of us have been in this mode, this Hanged Man, this hermit mode. But the Three of Cups is letting us know that it's okay to come out of that a little bit, to, you know, I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles, is it? The giving and receiving. So it's okay to share your energy a little bit with the people around you. Also, light workers, spiritual beings, those of you who that's resonating with. Also, you know, who you are, just by being who you are, you help other people. Okay, so don't tuck yourself away from the world, because just by being out, I'm hearing in life and in the open, being in a position where people can see you, see how you move, see how you handle situations that come at you, you're really helping to guide other people, I feel like. So don't be afraid to get out into a more public, open setting, okay? But I'm not feeling like that's the entire message for today. We'll see if the Three of Cups comes back out. I actually was feeling the need to leave it aside. Oh goodness. But if it comes through again, then it's definitely meant to. Now I have the Empress falling out of the deck, as well as the Ace of Pentacles. So the Empress in reverse is about a creative block and dependence on others. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is about a lost opportunity, lack of planning, and lack of foresight. I feel like this is speaking about the path, this scenic route that you're on. Again, I said this like labyrinth that you're in, sort of speak. It's like you can't find this connecting trail of where you're trying to go because you're caught in this labyrinth, it feels like. And the reason that you're caught in this labyrinth, it's interesting that word came to me. You know, you feel like you have this block, like you're unable to move forward, like you're in this mental labyrinth. It is the words that are coming to me. But what it is that you need to heal is that there is a sense of codependency on other people. Other situations. I am hearing substance. So for some of you, you know, it might be a type of substance, you know, and there's something interesting about this dependence on others here. I feel like whoever that's for, you're going to really know what that's about. But it might not necessarily be dependence on other people, but dependence on a situation, or I'm feeling like something about TV, and I know it's come through for me in the past about people being too dependent on tarot reading. You know, maybe you're watching too many tarot readers, or you're just spending too much time, investing too much of your energy into tarot, getting tarot messages for yourself. I'm not feeling that's what it is right now though, but there is something, but I feel like who it's meant for, you know exactly what it is that we're talking about right now. But this dependence that you have is this creative block. You're a leader is what I'm hearing right now. And so when you are a follower, you really are limiting yourself, because you are not intended to follow the pack. You're intended to be a leader. And that's the block for you, is until you, yes, this Eight of Swords, this temperance, this deep inner healing, until you can have this deep inner reflection and understand your true value, you're going to be blocked, because in not knowing your true value, you're following the pack when you really need to be leading the pack. And I'm feeling right now too, I'm seeing the words, there's something about your ancestors. your ancestors are trying to come through for you, or they're trying to deliver a message for you to help you. This hanged man that I saw come through, this pausing, surrender, getting a new perspective. Your ancestors are here. And this is an empress. This is like divine feminine energy. For some of you, this is really interesting. This resonates actually with my personal journey really strongly. For some of you, this ancestor that's trying to communicate with you is a feminine energy, which again strongly resonates with myself. And then with this Ace of Pentacles here, I feel the need to look at the bottom. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is lost opportunity, lack of planning, lack of foresight. So there is this lack of foresight because you feel like you have this creative block, you're trapped in this mental labyrinth, you can't move forward, and it's because you need to learn this lesson in your true value, and seeing who you are, not being dependent on others or situations or things. You know what that's about, whoever that's for. Spirit just wants me to move on. And so you can't foresee. You have a lack of foresight because you're just like, I'm just trapped. I can't move forward. And that's actually interesting because I've been seeing a lot of people just, their responses to things is, I just feel stuck. I mean, people are just so open and honest about that at this point. And so you can't foresee. I'm hearing a brighter future. That Eight of Swords was there, that I saw earlier, right? So it was a lot of work that you're doing, a lot of healing. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse talks about lack of planning, and I feel this is more of a spontaneous. This path that you went on, this scenic route, I gave an example yesterday about my, like, just to help you to kind of give an example of the scenic route that you went on. And I am feeling that it was very spontaneous, very last minute. I want to use the word haste, but it wasn't like a rash decision. It was out of self-love, that you took this scenic route. And it was very spontaneous. Like there was no planning behind it. You had no intention of going down that path. But you followed this sense of this feeling spontaneous and the need to travel down that path. And in doing so, because now you feel like you're in this mental labyrinth, this creative block, you became very dependent on others or a situation or things as you went down that path. And now because you have become such a follower, you feel that you're losing out on so many opportunities. And really, I'm feeling just such a strong guidance of really knowing your worth in this situation. We have the Empress here. We had the Temperance and the Hanged Man. That's a really strong message. Very, very interesting. This is very interesting. So I think what I'm going to do, is link yesterday's guidance message for you guys. If you didn't see that and this is resonating for you, you're going to want to check that out. Very, very interesting. We're going to jump into the guidance messages, the angel numbers, but I also felt the need to look at the bottom of the deck, okay? The Knight of Cups is here. And the Knight of Cups is upright. It's talking about creativity, romance, charm, imagination, and beauty, which is quite nice, actually, because we have the Empress here, which, you know, in the upright position, the Empress is about femininity, beauty, nature, nurturing, and abundance. Interesting, because underneath the Knight of Cups, we also have the Knight of Wands, and this is in the reverse position, talking about a passion project, haste, scattered energy, delays, and frustration. And I am feeling that I was saying the word haste. I actually said the word haste. So I was feeling that. We're not going to go there too much. But this Knight of Cups, yes. Okay, so definitely watch yesterday's message, okay? So what I'm seeing with this Knight of Cups here, in yesterday's message, we talked about there was going to be an achievement, but you were also going to be rewarded for this personal sense of achievement, okay? Because Spirit's really proud of you for the fact that you took the scenic route, the fact that you went down that path. You are feeling a bit frustrated at this time, because you do feel like you are following and not leading. You're not embodying your true essence at this time, and it's creating some frustration for you. But in yesterday's message, we did see that there was going to be a personal accomplishment for you, a sense of personal closure, and then there was going to be a sense of achievement. We saw that Three of Cups talking about celebration. We also had angel number 1616 come through, which was talking about love, romance, or a baby or on the way. And sometimes when I use the word baby, it could even just be a metaphor for birthing, okay? Maybe just birthing in your abundance, birthing in new opportunities, new paths, birthing. I'm seeing like just removing this wall and realizing that the connecting trail that you've been looking to get back onto all along was actually right there in front of you. It was just kind of blocked a little bit. You just needed to, interesting. The Hanged Man about new perspectives, it's kind of like you're trying to find your way out of this labyrinth, and it's just kind of like, okay, well, I'm not finding my way, so what if I go the other way? And in going the other way and going a new direction and getting a new perspective, you actually are seeing, oh, the exit is right here. It just like I couldn't see it because of the angle that I was looking at it. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you're walking, like yesterday I gave the example of walking through the bush and choosing a trail, right? And it's kind of like you chose this trail and now you're ready to get off this trail, but you can't find the exit, and it's because there's like just branches and stuff blocking the way. But really, if you just kind of go in a different direction, you're gonna actually see the exit. It's just kind of obstructed a little bit. And there was yesterday I was talking about removing the veil, right? Clearing away. There's just some kind of clouded vision. And this Eight of Swords, you might want to look into those cards for yourself. Okay, the Eight of Swords upright, Temperance in reverse, and the Hangman upright. Okay, so it's like absolutely you do need to, there's a great sense of inner healing. Okay, and it's going to remove this block for you. It's going to help you to see that you have been dependent on others, situations, things, places. I'm hearing, so maybe you're even in a place right now where, interesting, someone is in a place or in a situation where they're very dependent on, it's like a safety net, right? That's what I'm feeling. You're in a place and it's safe, and that's why you're there. But that's holding you back. It's like you need to release yourself from where you are, and that's going to really help you to move forward. Interesting. That's for someone very, like, one very specific message for someone very hypersensitive. But going back to this Knight of Cups, in yesterday's message we talked about love, romance, or baby are coming in. There's going to be a celebration, an achievement, a personal sense of closure. And this Knight of Cups is all about creativity, romance, charm, imagination, and beauty. And it really does speak to supporting all of that. This angel number 1616 is talking about love, romance, or baby. The Knight of Cups is here talking about romance, charm. In yesterday's reading, I actually used the word imaginative. And in the Knight of Cups does speak about the imagination. And I feel that this is speaking it with the Knight of Cups today in regards to seeing things from a child's mind. And I felt the need to bring up playful, light energy a few times. But this imaginative, just seeing the world from a more, using your imagination more. And I feel like for some of you, you're really tapping into the spiritual realms more. And it's not like you're seeing, nothing's changing. The way you're seeing things is changing. This is interesting. It's like I'm actually seeing someone going through the forest right now, and there's these creatures. Like I've never seen this before. I'm seeing fairies and orbs. Like you're walking and there's a lot of energies around you, but I'm seeing small winged creatures like fairies and orbs of light, blue, yellow, white. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, so Very interesting. And now my music, you can hear my music is kind of pausing. So again, that technology. This is really interesting what I'm seeing. You're very, very connected with this Knight of Cups to seeing the true beauty and the essence around you. And that happens when you release this dependence, this creative block, seeing your worth, right? This Empress in reverse very much could easily be upright. Um, and the Empress does speak about, I feel a divine, with the Empress card, it resonates for me as divine feminine energy. Um, and with this Knight of Cups, I'm feeling a sense of a divine feminine energy, but I feel like this is going to resonate more for divine masculines than divine feminines. So if you are a divine masculine and you're watching this, I feel like some people are going to get really mad at me for saying this. And I feel like I almost want to stick my own foot in my mouth for this, but it's almost like, for the divine masculine this is resonating for, what you need to release is your divine feminine. And I know some divine feminines right now are going to be like, what? How dare you? But this is a journey of the self. And as much as, for those who are on a twin flame journey, we need to remember that our counterpart is still very much their own person, right? Although we are the same soul split into two physical beings, we are still our own person, right? And we, it's free will. Whatever our counterparts choose to do with their time here in this life, that is entirely up to them. And divine feminines, it's really important to remember that, as much as the divine masculines have their own free will, so do you. And so, don't get upset if you're feeling triggered by the fact that I've just said this, that the divine masculine, whoever that is, needs to let go of this feminine, needs to stop depending so much on this feminine. If that triggers you, you need to ask yourself, well, why does that upset me so much? For anyone who is upset at the idea of being without their divine counterpart, you need to ask yourself, do I love myself enough to be sufficient on my own? And if the answer is no, you need to find out what the healing is that you need to do for yourself. And it may even be a codependency on others. This is interesting. I'm actually feeling that now. This is, I feel like, turning into a twin flame reading, actually, because with this Temperance and this Hanged Man, this is a very interesting reading, you guys. I'm picking up so much different energies, but they're also coming at me. Like, the messages are coming through very clearly, but there's so many coming through. Very, very interesting. So I feel like some twin flames are definitely resonating with today's message. For a divine masculine, I am feeling like you do need to have a sense of release, a sense of letting go and surrendering in the journey a little bit. Stop following so much. Be the leader of the pack. That's who you are. Divine feminines, whoever is upset by that message or upset at the idea of the masculine, your masculine, releasing you and going off and exploring their own trail, this scenic route that they need to take for themselves. There's things that we learn along that way, okay? So don't be upset at the learning that needs to happen. But feminines as well, for you as well, there is this sense of letting go as well, this dependency on your masculine, this need, this dependency. For some divine feminines, I'm feeling like you feel like you can't be in love unless it's with your masculine. It's okay. That Three of Cups that came through as I was shuffling, it's okay to give your energy to other people. It doesn't have to be only your masculine. If you are committed to your journey and you choose to give your energy only to your masculine, that's your choice, that's your free will. However, it's important to remember that everyone's journey, the twin flame journey, is different, and everyone comes into union at different points. And it's not, I can't say for certain that this lifetime is or is not for every twin flame connection, okay? So, it's important to remember that yes, unions are happening, but it doesn't mean that every every twin flame counterpart is intended to come together in this lifetime. Now, I don't know that for fact. It could very much be that every twin flame that is here today in this life is intended to come together. But just remember that this journey is still very much our own journey. And we do need to, twin flames have the sense of surrender to the journey and a sense of releasing expectation as well. And just, embody this Knight of Cups. Step into your own sense of imagination, creativity. It's okay to pursue romance and charm. I want to say something too about seeing the beauty in life. Like there's just something for someone about being in this heart space, this romance, this being in love. There's a really deep sense of beauty here. My heart is actually beating really strongly. But like a happy strong, not like I'm gonna have a heart attack, but like it's just a very firm heartbeat. So I am feeling a sense of a love connection here. So if whoever, if a love opportunity presents itself, whoever is watching this, if it feels right for you, take that opportunity. Why don't you deserve that opportunity? If it presents itself to you, that's because you're in this place of alignment and you've manifested that into your life. Thoughts become things, and we only attract our own vibration, okay? So if you have people bringing in this charm and romantic love gestures, that's because that's what you're emanating out into the world, okay? So remember, if you do have all of these knights coming to you, offering you this cup of love, don't be afraid to take it. I really feel a strong need to say that. Okay, this actually, we've been focused on these tarot cards for quite a while now, so let's get into the guidance from the angels, you guys. The stone that I'm using today on the angel number deck by myself is my citrine, okay? So nice, energized, I want to use the word passionate stone today. And again, I am feeling about the sacral chakra. That's been coming up so much lately, about the sacral chakra. My music is about to change, so we're gonna get a commercial. Love it. Oh, they're not even gonna let me skip it. Isn't that the worst, you guys? And that's interesting because I thought I put on a long video. It was supposed to be like 8 hours long. I don't know why it's changing. It was meant to happen. Okay, so let's find out what the angels, the best guidance for whoever these messages are resonating with, and how to move forward with the messages we see coming through. And the music that came on actually is one of my my Gaia meditations, okay? So it's just a video of I can show you, just like grass and trees and stuff, okay? So you might feel the need to go out into nature today. So let's see, any angel number guidance. That one wants to come through. That one wants to come through. Okay. So I want to start here. We have these ones come out. Oh, I love this. Okay. So we have angel number 44 coming through right away. This is a master number, okay? Very powerful number. Fours have been very strong lately, okay? So I actually need to do some research and find out why fours are coming through so strongly lately. So this is a card of divine power and protection, okay? And your angels are here to let you know. Universe is here to give you an energetic boost, okay? To help to support you, to get you through what you're working on, to help you to release any dependencies that you have, to help you to really tap into your true worth, your value, so that you can start leading the pack and just stop following, because that's not what you're meant to be doing. Angel number 888 is also here. Eights for me are a number of abundance and manifestation, okay? I do feel the need to say something about the Lionsgate portal as well. I was actually very much into that, but someone shared some information with me recently. I'm going to share that with you guys at another time. But I'm feeling that with the eights today. There's just something going on there. We'll talk about that another day, though. Just a little seed, if you will, a little cliffhanger. Okay, but 888 is a card of money is incoming, financial abundance, and alignment with your financial desires. We do have this Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. So, you know, Pentacles do speak about coins, the earthly realm, money, and, you know, this this scenic route that you went on, this detour, if you will. I really do feel like, you know, now you're feeling like there's lost opportunities. You know, there was no planning. It was a very spontaneous decision to go down this path. And now you feel like you just can't foresee the future. But this is a Pentacles card. It is also the Ace of Pentacles upright. It is all about a new financial career opportunity, manifestation, and abundance. So angel number 888 is here to let you know that by releasing this creative block, this dependence on others, by becoming this leader and not this follower, it's going to really bring this Ace of Pentacles upright for you, okay? So yes, do focus on that. Wow, you guys. Angel number 8 is also here. So a lot of abundance, a lot of manifestation. Really do focus. Keep your thoughts very, very high. Feelings, vibes, all of that. Because thoughts become things, okay? So, you know, focus on this Knight of Cups, right? Because that's what you want to bring in for yourself. You don't want to manifest anything undesirable into your reality, okay? So I'm feeling the need to also say, don't focus on the things that you lack. Express gratitude for the things that you have already received. And also, I always feel the need to tell people that time is not linear. So it's okay to express gratitude for the things that you hope to receive as if you've already received them, because to universe hears that as you're saying thank you for giving me what you have yet to give me, and so universe will deliver, okay? Angel number 8 is about authority and personal power. Yesterday's message, we were talking about that personal sense of closure and what happens when you stop following and become a leader. You step into your power, right? You become this authority figure, this leader that others want to follow in your footsteps, okay? What is that word? Legacy. I'm feeling the need to say the word legacy right now. Angel number 8 is also of infinite love, energy, and abundance. Okay, so this is coming to you from your high council. Okay, so a lot of love, support, and that was that heart space thing that I was feeling. If you are feeling, gosh, I just realized too, like I wasn't breathing. If you are noticing that today, if you're noticing that you're tensing up and you're feeling, you know, intense heartbeats today, know that that is that love, that energy, that support that's coming in for you from your high council, okay? You know, always trust yourself. If something in your body feels off and you think you need a doctor, please see a doctor. But also don't be thrown off today if you notice some sensations in your heart chakra area, okay? And this is also a card of a sign of an ending of negativity and negative energy. Gosh, it was the 8 of Pentacles, or what did I say came through? The Ace of Swords. Okay, so we had the Ace of Swords. You guys didn't see it. I wish you could have. But the Ace of Swords came out. We have angel number 888 here. We have angel number 8. Yes, that's a very strong message for you, okay? So you also might feel compelled to do a little research on the number 8 in numerology and just find out what that number holds for you, okay? And that the message about that 8, the Temperance and the Hanged Man, was really about you working through releasing a lot of negative stuff, right? And now it's saying it right here. So the angels really are helping you. Some of that negativity is what's making you feel like a follower. Yeah, this negative thoughts that you have, it's like these self-imposed, like you talk negatively to yourself about yourself. And it's creating like these limits for you, right? You literally are putting a block on yourself so that you can't move forward. There's, yeah. And that's what your angels are here to help you to release, to see your true worth and to stop talking about yourself in a negative way, because you're not the things that you are. Whatever it is that you've been saying to yourself, it's not the truth. Okay, it's just this it's just part of what you've been having to heal, what you've been having to clear away. Okay, so that resonates for someone very specific. We also have angel number 41 here. Okay, so 44 and angel number 4, so a lot of 4s, a lot of 8s. 4 is a you know, we can break down 8 and get 4s, right? So there is a strong number, I want to say, sequence happening here. Angel number 41 is about embracing your gifts and know the worthiness of your gifts. You guys, I can't make this up. You can't see it because it's so bright. Okay, so I was saying right at the beginning of this reading, this Empress, it's like you don't know your worth, and so you're following, you're not leading, and it's blocking you. Like you feel like, I can't get out of this labyrinth, I can't find my way back to my path, because you're following. Wow. It's like, if you go on like this tour and you have this tour guide, and it's like the tour guide doesn't even know their way around. Okay, so you're following this tour guide, and this tour guide is getting you more lost than helping you to get out of the situation. And so if you just like break away from this tour guide that you hired, because they're not fit for the job, it's just kind of like, once you go break away from that tour guide that you have, it's like you're gonna find your own way. That's a very interesting message. But yes, so what I've been saying from the very beginning is just knowing your true value, and just really knowing that you are this leader, this authority, this sense of personal power. And again, yesterday it came through about having this personal sense of closure and the sense of achievement. So a lot of guidance that came through from today's messages. I feel my readings are changing a little bit as well. For a couple of months the energy was really scattered, but now it's like a lot of messages are coming through, but they're very clear, and they're very synchronized. Like they're very organized is the word I want to use. And I know that my messages, there's just been so much coming through, so I also feel like the messages are getting longer. These readings used to be only 15 minutes long. We're almost at 40 minutes now. So yes, just a shift in the way that I'm delivering these messages, and so I hope that they are finding who that they are meant for. And I do look forward to returning tomorrow to give you more guidance on what it is you need to be focusing on, aware of, and how to move through your day. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm your host, Crystaljoy, Wounded Healer. Be well.